Out I'm on, and we've seen it splash, so it's fair income. Morning. So it's 5:45. We're en route to just north of Jurien Bay on an 858 fishing and camping trip. Got Simon, Nigel, Harper, Big Wave Dave and myself. Yeah, so there's 4 cars this morning. Just going for an overnighter. Simon's son and some mates went to a particular location where we're going to and caught snapper off the beach, so we're going to have a crack at maybe putting the drone out with float some baits out, as well as maybe try and catch a few tailor from the beach. And it's getting towards the end of the fire season, so we haven't had a fire this year so far, so we're going to kill a couple of birds with one stone. Arrived at Sandy Cape, and we think we found ourselves a bit of a camping spot. We've just aired down. All 4 of us have aired down, and now we're just going to make our way onto the beach and try and find ourselves a camping spot or an area that hopefully gives us a bit of decent fishing conditions. I walked up over the hill and had a look, and it doesn't look all that clean. So I don't know whether it's weed that's sort of not far from the shore or just dirty water, but we'll find out soon enough. Okay, so this is proving to be quite a challenge, finding somewhere to camp north of, now we're heading north of Sandy Cape towards Greenhead. I've never seen so many people camping. It's not school holidays, but it doesn't matter which little nook and cranny you find, there's a camping spot. So we've been driving now for, I'm going to say 30 minutes north of Sandy Cape, and we haven't found anything as yet.
Sand, weed, grass, track. I don't know if it's worthwhile or not. Track.
Well, or we can go down there and come back on the track. At least that way we'll know.
Yep. You know what? Fuck it, why not?
Roger that. Yeah, so we're almost at Greenhead. No camp spots available. Shit beach access. When we got on the beach, there was weed that was like 2-3 foot deep. So we're just going to keep on exploring it north. And
we're just coming to a bit of a rocky patch, so I don't know how far away or close we are to where you boys are.
So we've got we're going to take on these sandhills, which is just south of Greenhead, and go over the top of those sandhills and see where it brings us out. Okay, update. So we've just aired back up again after navigating our way through some sand hills, some sand dunes I should say, and ended up in I'm going to call it a sand mine, and we followed Google Maps till we found this track / gravel road out, which we finally found after navigating over all these sandhills. Anyway, as we turned the corner coming out to the bitumen road, there's gates, there's locked gates. So we're just thinking to ourselves, oh my God, we're going to have to turn around and go back towards Sandy Cape because we're almost at Green Head now. Anyway, but there's a little track off to the side, so we took the little track off to the side. We've aired up, so we're going to go into Green Head and see what Green Head brings us. We might end up the other side. Today's about a bit of a recce. None of us had a lot planned for today anyway, so we're just going for a, I guess, a four-wheel drive look around, with a hope to put the line in for some fishing, light a campfire, and have a relaxing afternoon, evening, somewhere, sometime. Not too sure when and where. So as the day wears on, starting to lose all motivation. It's now almost 1 o'clock. We've taken ourselves down another track north of Milligan Island, which is north of Jurien Bay, south of Geraldton. We're going down this track. It's not looking that flash, if I'll be honest, but we'll see what it turns up. What time is it? 2:30? 3 o'clock. So it's between 2:30 and 3 o'clock and we finally find our camp. Starting to set up. So we're sitting here having an afternoon bevy, and fairly typically Harper catches a fish. We're sitting here just relaxing, and he calls out, "I'm on!" Yeah, saw the splash. Still got head shakes?
Yeah, I had head shakes.
Oh, nice Harp. So much weed here. Oh no, it's a stingray. Small stingray. Okay. Alright, so it's now, what time is it? 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock and we're on again. Go Harp. Go Harp. Oh, it's Taylor. That time of the day, isn't it? Oh, it's a bomber. Bomber Taylor.
Down a bit.
Well done, Harp.
Well done, mate.
Nice, Gary. So a bit of reflection on our trip north, looking for a place on the beach we could camp and have a campfire and do a bit of fishing. So we initially were going to stay at a place called North Head, which was south of Sandy Cape. But then chatting to the guy at the tackle shop in Jurien Bay, he said, no, you can't fish there because it's in the sort of fishing zone, fishing sanctuary. So he suggested another spot, which we went to, and we could have camped there, but it was just, the beach was full of weed. So we ended up driving through Sandy Cape to go north of Sandy Cape towards Green Head. Anyway, blown away by the amount of people camping at Sandy Cape. I've been through Sandy Cape before, and I understand that it is a relatively popular camping location north of Perth because you can have fires. It's got dump toilets and camping areas and like outdoor kitchens or barbecue type areas. But it was seriously like a can of sardines. And as I mentioned before, not school holidays. It's not a long weekend. We got there pretty early on the Saturday, which is today, and there was just, and people were jammed in. And then as we went north, when I've been up there previously, you're able to find these little, I'm going to say nooks and crannies, but these little offshoots of the main track and camp. But even they were all packed. And a place where I actually stayed 18 months ago, and when myself and my wife, we stayed there, and we were the only people on the beach. Well, I promise you, when we actually got to that same spot, because I'm telling my mates, no one was there. In the space of 150 metres on the beach, there was 3 campsites. There were 3 different groups of people. So what's going on? What? Has someone flicked a switch like this weekend is nice weather and everyone's decided to go camping? Just insane. Anyway, so Sandy Cape is clearly popular. It's clearly been promoted over the last couple of 3-5 years to be the destination if you want to go camping north of Perth. But it's not for me, it's not for us. Way too many people.